Hi, I'm Kay Lee. I started learning English at the age of 42. I'm not a native English speaker. I don't live in an English-speaking country. So far, I've spent more than 2.5 years studying English, almost 3,000 hours. Today marks day 900 of my English learning journey. In this video, I'd like to share the methods that have helped me improve speaking, reading, listening, and writing. I believe that learning a new language requires two things, input and output. They support each other. Both need to be practiced consistently. Today, I'd like to share 6 methods that combine input and output. I hope they can help anyone who is just start to learn English or wants to improve their English skills. Tip 1. Read aloud. Reading silently is mainly input. Reading out loud combines input with a little output. When you read aloud, you imitate native speakers, paying attention to rhythm, pronunciation, and train the muscles in your mouth at the same time. This naturally improves your pronunciation and speaking ability. At the moment, I mainly read autobiographies and non-fiction books about nutrition, sleep, exercise, and science and brain science. I choose books based on interests. I believe everyone should read books they truly enjoy because interest creates motivation, and motivation can help you stay consistent. Tip 2. Use the vocabulary you learn. Memorizing vocabulary is usually considered input, but it depends on how you study. Reading a new word, listening to the pronunciation, understanding its meaning, and reading example sentence are all input. However, using that word in your own writing or speaking is output. For example, I recently learned a new phrase, how control over. Instead of writing it repeatedly, I created my own sentence. If I have more free time, I'll have more control over my schedule. Creating your own sentence helps move vocabulary from passive memory to active memory. Most of my vocabulary comes from books, podcasts, and English videos. Whenever I found a new word or new phrase, I write it down, read it aloud, recite it, and then immediately use it in my sentence. That's how vocabulary becomes part of my English instead of staying on notebook page. Tip 3. Recite what you write. Writing is mostly output, but when you read your own writing aloud and recite it, you combine input and output. I write in English at least at least 4 times a week. After writing, I read it aloud, recite it from memory, record myself on my phone, compare my pronunciation with native speakers. This progress looks like this. Write, read aloud, recite, record yourself, listen, improve. This creates a continuous feedback loop. If you are a beginner, don't worry if writing directly in English feels difficult. You can start by writing in your native language, then use tools such as ChatGPT or Google translate your ideas into English. Next, you read your own writing aloud, recite it, record yourself, and compare your pronunciation with native speakers. With enough practice, you'll eventually be able to write directly in English. Tip 4, practice shadowing. Shadowing means listening to native speakers and repeating exactly what they say.
Your brain works really hard. It improves your
pronunciation, grammar. It helps notice how sentences in English naturally flow. It combines speaking and listening at the same time. Choose audio that's just slightly above your current level. Focus on pronunciation, stress, intonation. Repeat the same reading several times over a few days. If you are a beginner, repeating the same sentence many times is valuable. Tip 5, build an English bubble. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. First, talk to yourself. As my vocabulary grew, I found myself naturally thinking in English. Speaking to myself in English gradually became part of my daily routine. For example, while cooking, I may say, "Okay, the water is boiling. Now I put this Chinese chicken eggs dumpling into the boiling water. Oh my god, it's too hot. Steam. Oh, one by one. Put this. Okay, when the dumplings float on the surface, I'll pull them out and serve them." Second, I sometimes have conversation with ChatGPT in English. This kind of service works very well in the city, but it is much harder to handle in the rural areas. So I like city life.
Well, that makes complete sense. Easy delivery, nearby hospitals, and constant convenience are great for seniors and honestly for people of any age. But some people do find city life.
Yeah, some people, for other hand, some people prefer rural life where they can grow.
Absolutely.
They can grow
Sorry,
their
go ahead.
own organic vegetables and enjoying a quieter environment. And I am a middle-aged people, so I think middle-aged people cities also offer more job opportunities and richer cultural activities. For example, I like shopping, visiting museums, or going to the theater. And city have more best school
and my children have more education in the city.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. Cities do tend to pack in more schools with different programs and languages and extracurriculars. But the trade-off is congestion and stress,
Yeah, it's stress. And I know, I agree with you. City is not benefit. Not benefit is pollution.
Right.
Waste water, air, not a fresh air, and something expensive. So
Yeah. So the air and water quality, as you say, can be not so good in some cities.
Third, I speak English with my family. Last month, I was able to have conversations with my family in English for about 30 minutes. I'm still not fluent, but that's enough to make me feel happy and encouraged. Gradually, I suggested that our family try speaking only English at home, and everyone supported this idea. And honestly, this is a challenge for us because Chinese is our mother tongue. Chinese words naturally come to our minds first when we talk to each other. To deal with this problem, we created an Pontoon system. Anyone who accidentally speaks Chinese has to put 1 yuan in our family fund. It has made practicing English much more enjoyable, hasn't it? Tip 6, create content. Creating content is one of the best ways to improve both writing and speaking. Last year, I published one article every month. During the first half of this year, my father underwent surgery for a brain aneurysm and was left partially paralyzed. So my siblings and I have spent a great deal of time helping with his rehab. So I had to slow down my content creation. I'm happy to say I'm now getting back into my routine. This month, I decided to start creating content regularly again. And my goal is publish one article every month. Teaching and sharing what I learn can help me organize my thoughts and improve my English at the same time. I believe language learning requires two things: consistency and intensity. Consistency means keeping English part of your daily routine. Study a little every day instead of starting or stopping repeatedly. Intensity means repeating important material many times within a short period. That's how we remember vocabulary, expressions, sentence patterns. For me, that's why I spend about 3 hours studying English every day. No matter what skill you are learning, frequency matters. That's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this method can help you on your own English learning journey. If you have better method, I'd like to hear them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. See you next time.